Hello and welcome to Danger Zone Morning Grind. Brought to you from Gowanus Gaming. Let me try and adjust the camera here. I'd like to get as much of the sides in as I can, but try and keep that light out of it. I don't know, it's kind of hard here. Okay, this morning we had a bit of a rough time, and I'm talking to nobody because no one signed on yet. Okay, I'll hold on. Hello! Hello, the one person, and thank you for the like. Who is this? Say hi. Say, I don't know, Googleplex. Say whatever you'd like. Or not. Okay. That's two. Wah ha ha ha. That's two people watching live. Hey, Osteo. Ostopedi. Well, what do you do at your night shift? I may have asked you before. I'm old. There's so many people. Grace, a new game. We do two games every day, at least two games. So you're the guy who knows where things are in the warehouse, or where the werewolves are in the warehouse. Grace, a new one. I don't know how to answer the question. It's alive. It's certainly a new game from the. Oh, you mean have we ever played on the Marvin the Martian machine before? Um, no. Not for lives. But this is a live. Well, I will drop 5 points just for you, but we're still sort of setting up, and we don't start till 9:30, so that's another couple of minutes, and then I like to try and get about 200 people signed on before I start. For those of you who watch us, this morning was a little offbeat. First, we couldn't use the Coney Island machine because it needs to be repaired. And it will be repaired this afternoon, actually, I'm told. Is that right? Okay, they confirmed that it'll be repaired this afternoon. Um, and then my phone was plugged into the wrong place. I say that my phone was plugged into the wrong place as if it did it itself. I plugged my phone into the wrong place. It ran out of power. We had to do it in two parts. Oh, Osteopedi, I wish you were a gorgeous woman, and that you were saying that gorgeous woman was saying, "You make me want to play," to me. We're at 164. We'll be hitting 200 soon. I hope. As long as 164 of you here, could you hit that like button? Um, I know some of you feel it would be more moral to wait and see if you actually like it. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the whole annoying thing, but you can catch up. It's on my channel under lives. Hello, Marissa. Hello again, I think. Okay, the numbers seem to actually be dropping. Up 167 again. Um, hey, Jay Blaylock. Or JB Laylock, I don't know. It's hard to tell from these things. I'm just going to start playing. Okay. As usual, I bought $25 worth of quarters. And, oh, it just went. I got to give him another couple minutes. And then I promised one of you guys I would start by dropping in 5 quarters. So I'm going to do that in just another minute or two. Hello, Zoomra the Fizzy Babe. Hello. What makes you extra fizzy? Okay, I guess we'll never know. I'm going to go ahead and start playing. And someone above asked me to start by dropping in 5 quarters, so I'm going to drop in 5 quarters. Five quarters in. Very good. Okay. I can't drop 50 coins at one time. I only have a slot that lets me... Well, it's a Marvin the Martian themed coin pusher, actually. But it's kind of cool. I can't shake the machine because it sets off an alarm. And because I wouldn't anyway. These are people here who trust me to be in their place before it opens. I'm not going to risk that. Please put in 5 coins. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, well. So, as usual, we're trying to get, ooh, good push. We're trying to get stuff off. There's a Marvin watch collectible in the middle. Looks like fun. Everything's coming up, Marvin. We can only play till 10:40 because they open at 11, and I want to make sure everything's ready to go. I bought in with the 25. I bought $25 worth of quarters. That's 100 quarters or so. Oh, well, you were right. That 5. You saw the future. That 5 did fall off. Okay. Thank you. I was not aware there was such a supply of Marvins. I don't know if they had them. Maybe they had them made. I don't know. $10 quarters. Hey, Robert. Thank you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do a couple more. Okay, there's a line. Hi, Zoe. I do not own the machines. The machines are currently at SMI, Gowanus Gaming, which is a private club near my house. Good morning, Ms. Atlin. Hello, Rylan. If I don't get to say hi to someone, I'm sorry. It's hard to play and keep up with this 1 inch of text zipping by. I remind them that it's only polite to talk to the dog before the person, because you have to talk to the highest ranking individual in the conversation. There is an alarm if I shake the machine. It's just a tilt, like in pinball or anything like that. I do get to keep those Marvin medallion things. If I get them off, those are of course mystery boxes. Alien mystery boxes, of course. Martian mystery boxes, I should say. There's no politics in the chat discussion. Marvin has the right to express his politics. No, I did not get the 50 that was stuck inside the thing, and no, I don't think it was fair either. But on the other hand, I did get 100, so all in all, I'd rather have the 100 than the 50. Yesterday, I had a situation where a flat, full 50, fell into the chute but then stuck on the wall. I'm your boss. Get me some coffee. And a donut, one of those big floofy ones. How long have I been doing this today? Well, night shift is ran from 3:30 to 6, as it turned out. That's not very nice, Dean. Ran from 3:30 to 6. Then I had breakfast. Took a quick break. You know, overall, I think I do turn a profit, but the club also has dues. I certainly don't make enough to live on. Just saw some hearts go up. That reminds me, if anyone wouldn't mind hitting that like button. I really am not 100% clear on what it does for me, but apparently it does something important, because everyone else on YouTube says to hit the like button. Oh, so I got a little Marvin patch, and a Marvin, whatever this is, and a 5. So got back 5 of my 20. Oh, I got a second 5. I got back 10 of my 25. Well, in general, this is let's call it a gaming place, because that's what they call it. But it has the usual assortment of things like slot machines and poker tables and stuff like that on the first floor. This is the second floor, of course. But I think they were able to pick up a bunch of these machines cheap, and it's an arts community for the most part. And they saw it as a chance to do something kind of creative with them that hadn't been done before. So they kind of make up these designs on their own. Hey, Wanna Know Smith, I accidentally left and went to your channel and it reset the whole live stream. That's, you mean this morning? Well, here's the problem with these machines in the United States. First of all, we're a lot more prudish about gambling than they are in the UK. And second, even the places where gambling is legal, it's really hard to tell what the odds of winning are on these games. And they have a law that requires that the odds of winning be very clearly stated, which are hard to figure out in the first place, and that the odds be the same for every player. Well, even if you could figure out the odds, the moment someone comes along and puts 1/4 in, the odds have changed, right? So it's tricky. Well, I don't want you to be disappointed, but I can only put in 1/4 at a time. So you were technically spending more than what you expect? I don't know what you mean exactly. No, it's putting in even 1/4. There I go, dropping quarters on the floor again, of course. Let's just make up numbers and say that if the odds are 10% of getting more than you at the start, when it's all set up and nobody's played it. Well, let's say someone puts in 1/4 and he makes the odds worse. Well, then there would be no way to know what the odds are. There are no magnetics under the coins. It wouldn't work anyway. Quarters aren't magnetic. Where was I? Oh, it could even make the odds better, though. It could make them worse, it could make them better. But the law is that the odds for every player have to be exactly the same. Because if a second player came along with... What did I get off? If a second player came along and had better odds than the first player, that's considered wrong too. Can't believe this is happening again. No, they have a ledge. How old am I? Why? You want to ask me out? You want to make sure I'm legal? Like most people who come to gambling casinos, I'm 5. Yep, I know. In fact, my wife and I are sort of planning to come out to England because we're jolly and old and we have no choice. We're required. And I'm planning to head down to Brighton and check out the 2p machines. Although I'm told that there are a lot of machines that are... How many big bills have I gotten from playing coin pushing? Not very many. They don't go down very easily. There, you know... Are you asking me if I find it boring? No. I do like a great deal having the bunch of you to chat with. Well, you should have the machine looked at, because even back in the olden days, they usually had some kind of sensor roller rink person. I would love to see a picture of which machine you have. The email address is coinpusherchallenge@gmail.com if you can send me a picture sometime. Got 3 more 5s. So I'm at 20 out of the 25. Oh. Aha. I was pouring out the quarters, and what do you know? I got a 20. So now I'm up to 40. So I'm ahead. Also got this nice Marvin thing. Got a good number of quarters back. So that's good. Well, there's a couple. First of all, it's not always profitable for players. Second, you're assuming that people tend to stop once they're ahead, as opposed to pouring it all back in and then finding it got harder. But I think one of the reasons it might be a little easier to win at Gowanus Gaming is because the dues are very high. Okay, we'd love to hear why the games in Blackpool are better than the ones in Brighton, having been to neither place. And never having been to England, always thought of those places as the kind of things you read about, not the kind of places you can actually go. I'm sorry? The Martian token was not worth anything, but those boxes are mystery boxes if we can get them down somehow. Though it doesn't look great. Okay, let me adjust the camera a little bit since we don't need to see the back anymore. There, I hope I didn't make any of you too dizzy. There we go. By coin machines, you mean this kind of thing? Or just machines that run on coins? See, look, here's what I really want about Brighton. The whole idea of 2p, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but 2p is 2 pence, right? So it's basically 2 pennies or maybe 4 cents in American. Well, each of these quarters is 25 cents. I'd much rather play for 2 cents. You mean slot machines? Well, also, the machines, the setups that they let me play on for this are kind of loss leaders, if you know what that means. Thank you for subscribing. In fact, if I could ask anyone who isn't a subscriber to subscribe, and I think it's set up so that once you subscribe, you can join us in the live chat. I don't know if you have to. See, the prizes are just, as I understand it, as I've seen on, I don't know if you watch the Tuppence Brothers, which is a British-based show. But from what I've seen, the prizes are just little fun things. I have put in $25 worth of quarters. But the quarters recycle. When they come off the front, they come out for shoot. If I was the kind of guy who was able to quit when he was ahead, would I be doing this at all? Number 1, not a casino. Number 2, I'm in Brooklyn, New York, and this is a private gaming club. The difference is a casino is considered something that's open to the public. And this is only open to members. and I pay significant monthly dues. But I think that's part of it. I mean, they're not dependent on gambling winnings entirely for making a profit. I should try the right here. So they can be a little more relaxed about things. Yeah. That would be nice to make a lot of money off of YouTube. But the way things are going, I'm looking at making dozens of dollars. See, that's why I play it. That's why I watched it before I started playing it myself. It's just sort of relaxing for some reason. And if there's anything you need in this world right now, it's something to relax. Yes, I'm a big media influencer. This is like OnlyFans for me. Because everybody wants to see, let me put it another way. Only the very best, top-notch people want to watch coin pushing on YouTube. You mean off YouTube? Yes, I hope I make $20 off YouTube. I can tell you quite honestly, to date, I have made zero from YouTube. Because their sign-up process is so complicated, it's taken weeks to get through. For example, my full legal name is John Gerald Ordover. My driver's license only says John J. Ordover. And so they said my legal name didn't match. Well, there's a 50 right there I'm kind of hoping to get. Maybe the watch. See, that's the nice part. I've won back to 25. So, can someone help you? What's wrong? Or did you mean that can someone help me? Hey, Barbarella. About 40 minutes. And that's only because they open at 11 and they want to wrap things up at dues are a lot more than $500 a month. Let me put it this way. When I asked them if I could tell you how much the dues are, they said to say, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. Well, we know nothing about you. We don't know where you are, and we can't hand food through so okay, got to clean out. Which 50 are you talking to? This 50 is going to leave play and go back to the dealer, to the house rather. That 50 is trying to do the same thing. The only 50 we have a shot at is that one. There might be even more in the mystery boxes, but we have to get them off to find out. I not only edited for Star Trek, I had a hand in writing 2 of the Deep Space Nine episodes. This is a physical game, you can't download them. Well, the right side here seems to have It would be fun if we could download physical games. Yeah, a friend of mine kept saying, well, if it's a physical game, how do you keep putting things on the screen? And I'm saying, what are you talking about? And it turned out she just had eye surgery and she wasn't seeing things exactly right. That was a nice ball. Problem is that things on the right and the left side are hard to reach because it's a square in the back, but a triangle up. It's a square in the back, there are my hands, square in the back, but then a triangle out here, so it becomes hard. It does. There's a lip here. A hill. There's a hill it has to climb, and that can make it really challenging. And I'm hoping that if nothing else, the watch and the mystery box on the right will help push. Robert, 50 is now what? Well, it's nice to know there's money in the box. Well, there's only one slot, and I can only do 150 at a time. I mean, one coin at a time. Yes, there is a $100 note, a 100 note under the 50. There was from the start. You see those two green 20s hiding under the, right, well, they're hiding, not really, but they're right there. That's what I'd like to go for. It's the thing I'm most likely to get. Everyone always says that. Here, let me tilt it up and show you. See that button that says skill stop? American machines have them. Oh yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I understand it's a much bigger deal in America than it is in Ireland. Wait, are you saying I'm a coin robot? How did you know? I do not own this machine. I am playing at Gowanus Gaming. Okay, what are the real problems with this game? I will say it's a lot more fun. Well, if you think about it, there's $40 in a roll of quarters. I can drop one coin at a time. I can drop it as fast as I can. That's about it. There are over 1,000 people in this chat at the moment. I have about 1 inch. It's just a chip. The joke is the Martians don't want Elon to come. That's all. Hey, everybody, play nice. In fact, it's in community standards to play nice. The chips with numbers on them, those are the dollar amount, like in any casino or any gaming place. Yes, I take the chips to the cashier and they give me money. That is how it works. How much did I spend in this session? I spent exactly $25. Because what you're not figuring in is that the quarters that go in come out of a chute and then I go clean them up. That's what I'm talking about when I say clean up. This is a real place. No, it's an imaginary place. I play in Narnia. That's where I play. Gambling's legal in Narnia. It's called coin pushing. It's also called coin dozing. There is not this machine does not have a hole in it. The machine I was playing this morning, those are called bonus hole machines. What is what? If you just say, what is that? Oh, I should tell you, this afternoon they're asking, I'm going to go live with them having me test a brand new game called Let It Ride. That they're, I don't know how to answer that question, Jaden. One of those coins is worth 25 cents in my country, which is $0.25. And if you ask me how much a dollar is worth, I'll say a lot less than it used to be. The chips that do not have numbers are not worth money. Do a whole roll of what? You need to see what drop? Well, I do my best. Something just fell over there. The problem with these mystery boxes is that might get over the edge but not be able to fall. Sometimes they only can fall at the corners. Oh. Well, I got this. I'm just going to put a line down across the whole thing, see what happens. Okay, nice fall. Cool. I only have one slot. So I can't just drop a handful. Okay, the 50 is bending up. That means it has a chance to fall. Okay, let's do a line all the way across. Oh, a second wave. That did nothing. Okay. Moves left and right, but not back and forth. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll show you. See? And it slides back and forth. Hold on, I have to reset the camera. See what I'll do for you guys? Okay. The problem with the line across, which I agree does tend to work, the problem is that it burns through a lot of quarters. And since each run of quarters, some get stolen by the side holes, I know what to call them, the side drains. And I'm going to push for that 50. Well, you know, there's a lot of argument about that. In general, I agree it's better to prefer I mean, it's better to avoid stacking them. Now, first, that's not always possible. Notice how they rolled and changed position. But second, also, there are ones that are already stacked in front. They're set up stacked even. And it's easier to push them if you have stack. I don't really take sides on this. Okay. The machine is not in my home. It is at Gowanus Gaming, a private gaming club not far from my house. They let me play while they're closed. They open at 11, and they ask me to shut down about 10:40. What I'm targeting right now is, you see the way the 50 is bending up? There's a good chance that will allow it to slide down. Not 100%, that is a chance. Ooh, big push. Okay, gotta clean out again. When I say I'm cleaning out, it means I'm emptying the quarters into a bucket. They come out the chute at the bottom. But over time I get back less than I put in. I'm not allowed to show you the whole gaming club. Besides, all the lights are off right now. If this were a mob place, could I tell you it was a mob place and make it home? As far as I can tell, it's an artist a bunch of artists put it together. I haven't counted up. I know I'm a little ahead. Maybe $5, $10. If some, oh, the 100 is, look, the 100 is tilting up too. I might be able to get them both. How am I running? Oh, because it's 10. I am running out of time, but I don't know how to do it. If somebody has an idea how to do it faster, please let me know. I can't drop handfuls of quarters in. Shoot. No, I disagree. I think you're required by law to watch this. I don't know what 30 in one spot means. You can't... No, I can't show you around because this is a private club. I was just saying the lights are off anyway, so it's not a very clear view. Don't scams usually involve taking people's money somehow? Hold on, I'm just picking up some of the... I'm running too low on quarters, so I'm picking up some of the ones I dropped on the floor. A new drop of quarters after each second wave to be more efficient with your time left. Well, I also have to pick up the quarters and I have to put them in a stack in my fingers. So it's not like I have a quarter machine I can just push a button on. But I could stop using the kill shot. Maybe that'll be faster. So at 3:30 New York time, I'll be testing out a new game called Let It Ride. Thank you for subscribing. In fact, if everyone was watching, could just take a moment and hit the subscribe button. There's a time limit to the play only because they only let me play here in the later morning. At night I can play as long as I want. They open at 11. So they've asked me to be out by 10:45, or be done by 10:45 at least. It is 10:32 here, or 33, something like that. So we only have about 7 minutes left. I know, the 100's driving me nuts. Going as fast as I can, guys. Wait, did the 100 go? The 100 is stuck in the chute. But, you know, the staff is here. I could ask if they'll get it out for me. They don't always say yes, but sometimes they do. And I'm doing them a favor today. Anyway, when we run out of time, I will ask them. Well, there wasn't anyone to ask. There was no staff there except one security guard who won't go near that stuff, and a cleaning crew who also isn't allowed near that stuff. So when the timer goes off, I'll ask. Okay, never mind. I must have been seeing things because here's the 100. Whoa, it came down. Well, something is stuck. Well, I'll tell them something's stuck in there. It doesn't have to do with me anymore. Well, that was pretty exciting. Well, I don't always play these lower end games. I've won a couple $100. Hey, what am I talking about? Yesterday I won 500. Or was that this morning? I don't know. It all merges together after a while. You know, I used to, from time to time, find a silver dollar. I mean, a silver quarter. But nowadays, they actually have machines. They can run, you know, hundreds, thousands, millions of quarters through, and they'll pull out the silver ones. So the silver ones in circulation are getting less and less. Thank you, Bok Bok Baka. And anyone listening to me who isn't subscribed, this would be an excellent time to subscribe. Yes, it is prop money. I turn it in at the cashier for real money. Just like a poker chip isn't something you can spend, you have to go cash it in.
This is a reminder. We will open in 20 minutes. Please report to your stations and be ready to go.
Okay, that's my time.
This is a reminder. We will open in 20 minutes. Please report to your stations and be ready to go.
That's it, guys. Now let me do a quick count up. See, I got a 20, and now 30, and now 40, 45. I think I'm forgetting something, guys. Did I win something else that I've forgotten? I lose a lot of the time. That wasn't Siri, that was their Alexa. They're a bunch of kids. What? I won some sort of bill, are you saying? Oh, maybe you're talking about this. Is that what you were talking about? So 145 minus the original 25 is 120. Not bad. So I hope to see you again at 3 o'clock when we're testing out the Let It Ride game. And they really do want your feedback, so it would be a big help if you could come. That's 3 o'clock New York time. Yes, I do need to wash my hands. Actually, I have a wet nap around here somewhere. No. I only put in 25 to start. Yes, it's a prop bill. I turned it in at the cashier for a real bill. It's also stamped Gowanus Gaming in UV. I'll show you that at some point. Thank you, everybody. Subscribe if you're not. Yeah, that guy who wanted to lick my fingers is welcome to come and try now. Yeah, but I carry a wet nap just in case. What, you never got a, you never made a mess? I'm in Brooklyn, New York at Gowanus Gaming around 3 o'clock or so. I will be testing out a game called Let It Ride for them. Not Gowanus. 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 Look up Gowanus Canal and you'll see it. Thank you guys. Hope to see you this afternoon. Bye.